I don't know why I'm putting it back in the box because I'm keeping all of this stuff. Why am I putting it back in the box? I'm crazy. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Leslie. If you don't know me, welcome. Today's video we are going to be using the items that I received from Boxycharm Premium. If you guys don't know, Boxycharm had a collaboration with Anastasia Beverly Hills and Norvina. It was a whole takeover box, which I was so excited to know that we were gonna get that. I'm not gonna do like an unboxing type of thing. I'm gonna do more of like, this is what I got and let's try out the items, see how everything works in the face type of video. If that is something that is interesting to you, then go ahead and keep on watching and see how I created this look with the items that I received. Alright guys, so we're gonna get started here. As you guys can see, my face is bare. I am gonna try to use everything that I received in the Boxycharm box. So I have already moisturized my face. I used the Milk Moisturizer, and I also used a little bit of the Hydro Grip Primer just to prime my face before I put anything on my face. The first thing that we received in the box is the brow definer. So I always do my brows first before I do my foundation and stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that first. I have used this item before, so I know that it works and I do actually like it. And the brow definer does have the pencil part on one side, so like the little pencil part, and the spoolie on the other side, which I like. You guys can see there. So I'm just gonna brush my hairs up and start here doing my brows. Boxycharm sent me the shade Dark Brown. I do usually use the shade Ebony, so this might be a little bit too light, but we'll make it work. I'm not going in too heavy here, kind of just I'm trying to define it a little bit, make it look like an actual brow instead of just hairs on my face. Alright, so there is one done. I'm gonna go off camera, do the other one. I am gonna do my foundation even though I'm using an Anastasia product, but this I didn't receive in the box. So it's just the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation. So I'm gonna go off camera, do this brow and put on foundation, and I think I'm gonna put on blush as well because I don't have anything in the box that's actually a blush. So I will be right back. Alright guys, so I am back with my other eyebrow done and my face, or not completely, but my foundation. I didn't really talk about the brow product. I have talked about it on my channel before, but just for the video here, I really do like this brow pencil. I've used it in the past. This color is actually really good. It's not as dark as I usually get it, but it's still pretty good. I did like it. It's pretty easy to use. It doesn't like give me a hard time. Only sometimes I'm in the tail part. It's a little bit hard to get it the way that I wanted because this is a little bit thicker than other pencils that I'm used to. It has like a weird like triangle shape instead of just a regular like a pencil kind of thing. This has more of a triangle shape, so it's a little bit harder for the tail, but other than that it looks fine. Also excuse the nails because they look really bad. It's really windy out there. Sorry if you guys can hear that. And then also the noise here with my kids and CJ are watching My Hero Academia. Is that what it's called? Yeah, that's what it's called. If you guys can hear that, I'm sorry. But let's get moving here. The next item that I received in here that we can use is this powder bronzer. This is in the shade Saddle. Look at the packaging, it's so pretty. I've actually never tried any of their blushes or bronzers or anything like that, so I'm excited to try this out. And it looks like it would be a nice shade. It doesn't look too light or too dark. It might be a little bit on the lighter side that I'm used to, but I think we can make it work. So let me get my bronzer brush. It has some pickup to it as I was trying to get it out. Nice mirror too. I see that very nice mirror. I'm gonna go ahead and bronze here. Oh, that shade is actually perfect. Yes, it looks really nice. Ooh, I like this shade. It looks darker than what I thought the product would be. It looks lighter on the pan than it is when you apply it, which is nice. As you guys can see, to me it looks darker. Just bronzing like I normally do, the areas that I normally bronze. And it's building up really nicely. So if you want something a little bit darker, you could. You guys saw that. I went in like twice on both sides. And then I do go on my jawline and around. These earrings are cute, but they are getting in the way. If you guys haven't noticed, they're like cherries and they're supposed to be a pie, like a cherry pie. I thought they were cute. I got them at Target. Target! I love Target. Okie dokie, now I'm gonna grab a blush. I don't have a blush that comes with this box this time. I do have a highlighter though. I'm just grabbing a blush that is just around here, and I'm using this one from LA Girl. This is the Just Blushing. The shade is Just Fearless, and I've been really trying to go outside of my comfort zone. Well, not comfort zone, more of like different colors, because I always go outside my comfort zone, I think. Anyways, I've been using this color instead of using oranges. I know you guys are used to me using corals, orange blushes, but I have been branching out a bit and using different tones. So this one is really pretty. I do really like it. It is very pigmented, and I got it for like $5 because it was on sale. It is so pigmented, so pretty. It's from LA Girl. I think I have one other thing from LA Girl Cosmetics. I really want to do a makeup on a budget type video for you guys. I don't know, maybe have like $50 and try to come up with a full face of makeup with those $50, all like brand new items for the face, stuff that I haven't used before, and do a video like that for you guys. What do you guys think about that? Let me know down below. I think that would be kind of cool because I haven't really shopped for affordable makeup in a while. I mean, some items here and there, but not like a full face. So I think that would be exciting. Okay, so next up here, the bronzer worked really nicely, which I really loved, by the way. The bronzer from Anastasia that we got, very nice. This is the loose highlighter, and this is in the shade Peach Fizz, and the packaging is just so pretty. It's so glittery. Look at that. Oh my gosh. And it's like a peachy kind of, well, it says Peach Fizz, so I mean it should be peach, right? I'm gonna go ahead and take out the little thing here if I can. So I'm just gonna put some on the thing here. Doesn't want to come out. Oh, I'm kind of curious to see if it's like a, oh, it's very pigmented. So let's see here. My face is gonna look orange, I think. It has like a little orange tint to it. It looks really pretty. I'm excited to try it. Let's see. Just grabbing a small blush here. Ooh, that's pretty. I wonder if you wet it, if it would look more intense. We'll try it on this side. But it's really pretty. It already looks intense without water, but you know, we like to be extra in this channel, so we're going to go with a little bit of a mist here and see what it looks like. Just gonna use this Glow Recipe mist and see how it looks now that it's wet. Oh yeah, oh yeah. You guys see that difference? Oh, okay. So if you want to wet it, you can. If you want to get it like this intense instead of this. Wow, that's crazy. That is a lot. That's a lot more than what I thought I was going to get. I'm just gonna go in with a little sponge here and see if I can tone it down a little bit. Cause wow, look at that, guys. That is nuts. This is dry. Just grabbing the loose powder and putting it on. And this is wet. So if you want a beaming highlighter, voila! You learned something new today. You can wet your loose highlighter and make it crazy like this. I'm gonna try to, so they look the same on both sides. Holy moly. That highlighter is intense. Kind of going with whatever I have left over because I don't want to overdo it everywhere on my face. Alright, I think we are good now. The cheeks are beaming enough. Wow, that's very nice. I love it. It looks so pretty, and the packaging. Yes. I did get this also in the box. This is a body shimmer oil. I'm gonna go ahead and show it to you guys, but I'm not going to use it. I'm not big on body oils. I will show it to you guys though on my hand. Oh, I could feel the oil like when it's sprayed on. It smells good. I do like that. Some flecks of glitter here and there, but nothing like super intense. I think if you pack it on, then maybe it would, but it's not really like super glittery, which is good. You could feel it like oily though, but it doesn't feel sticky, which is nice. It gives you like that nice sheen. Maybe I would try this one. I usually don't like oils because they feel sticky, but this one feels nice. I am impressed. I don't think it'll dry down all the way. I'm gonna leave it for now and then we'll come back to it and see if it dries down. Because if you're gonna be an oily mess in the summer, I don't think I want that. But it gives you like that nice sheen. We'll see. We're gonna do the lips before I do the eyes. This is the lippy that I got from them, and this is in the shade Heathers. And this is like a darker lippy, I think. We'll see once I put it on the lips. It's so pretty. It looks dark, but when you put it on the lips, it doesn't look so dark. And I have tried these before on my channel too. I have a few of them actually. I do like them. They can be a little bit on the drying side sometimes. So I like to put like a little lip balm underneath of it. I'm just gonna use a little bit of my Laneige. This is the lip sleeping mask, the strawberry one. I'm just gonna use a tiny bit because this one goes a long way. You don't need a lot for it to look moisturized. So just a little bit so my lips don't get so dry. And I'm just gonna go over it without using a lip liner. If I need a lip liner, then I'll use one. Ooh, so pretty. Oh yeah. This is definitely, wow. I do like it. I like this color. It is very dark, but I like it. It looks darker on camera than it does in person. It looks really dark on camera, it looks like, but it's not that dark. Like a maroon red, but it looks really dark on the camera. Maybe because of the lights and stuff. It does really look dark on the camera. Alright. And then for the palette. Now the palette, I actually have this already, but I did get another one. I will show you guys the palette that hasn't been used, and then I'm going to use my actual palette of this. It came in this really nice box, and then it came in another box, which is this box, the unicarton, and then it comes in another box, I believe. So it becomes really protected, which is nice. And a little thing here, this just tells you the pigments and stuff, because there is pigments in this palette. And in case you didn't know, pigments are not FDA approved, so that is why they're telling you not to use them near the eye, but they are safe to use. They're not like pressed eyeshadows because they have extra ingredients in pressed eyeshadows than just pigments. Pigments are just straight up pigments instead of eyeshadows. But anyway, let me show you the palette. That's what that looks like. I'm sure you guys have seen it before. I've shown you guys this palette in my videos before too, and it has a nice big mirror. And that's what the palette looks like. Very pretty. The shades are nice in this palette. This is actually the first one that I picked up from her line when these came out. I think 2 of the palettes were out. 1 and 2 were out, which is this one, and then volume 2, and then volume 3 came, and then now there's like 5 of them. The only thing that I wish that Boxycharm would have done is given us the opportunity to choose between the other 2 palettes, because these have been out for a while. I'm not saying they're bad. They're really nice actually. They're really good pigments, but a lot of people already have these. At least, I don't know, I have them. I have all 3 of the first 3. I don't have the last 2, so I kind of wish that they would have given us that opportunity since they were doing the collaboration with Anastasia, but I'm not unhappy with it. I do really like that palette. This is my palette. I already put away the other one. You guys can see the mirror is dirty because I used this. I'm really bad with keeping my palettes clean. Obviously you guys can see that, but I have used this palette on my channel before. I've used a lot of colors in here already. Pretty sure I've used all of these shades in here. So we are going to go with something that goes with the lippy. So I'm thinking maybe we'll use some of the like burgundy shades, so like these here, this one. I also really want to use the red a little bit, so the red, but these shades are so nice, and I like that it has a white in here and a black. Let me show you real quick the other palettes that I was talking about. So this is volume 1, this is volume 2. This one they didn't offer, not even on the add-ons, but this one is volume 2. It is nice. This is the newest one that I got. This one actually was on sale on Sephora maybe a couple months back, maybe more than that. Yeah, I think it was more than that because I've had it for a while now. But this one was on sale for $30, so that's why I got it, because these are usually $60, guys. They are pretty pricey, but they are really, really nice. So I did get it because it was $30. And then the volume 3 is this one. This one, they did offer it on the add-ons, which is pretty awesome because this is actually a really nice palette as well. I love that they have so many oranges in this one. They have so many colors in this one, honestly. There's so many looks that you could create. I know it could be overwhelming for like a beginner or something. I'm actually gonna have my color theory video soon, and I'm gonna be using these to show you guys how to use them, just because some palettes like these can be very overwhelming, but we'll talk about it when we get to that video. Let's move on to this one. I don't think I'm gonna do anything too crazy. I know when I say that maybe it does get crazy for some of you because they're not like a one shade look. I'm gonna use a few shades here, but it's nothing that it's like gonna be a cut crease or anything like that. I want to do something very simple. To me, at least, it's simple. But I'm gonna go ahead and use this one so you guys can see a look with it and see how each one works. Now, these are pigments, so for me, the way that I use these is different than I would use a pressed shadow. The technique that I use for pigments is a little bit different, like I was saying. For pigment, I like to press on the shadow instead of blending it, going in with a fluffy brush and blending it, kind of like stamping it on first and then blending it, because pigments are a little bit harder to blend. That's the only thing about pigments. If you're like a beginner, it could be a little bit hard for you to manage these shades, but once you get the hang of it, they're pretty easy. So don't be scared to use pigments. Just gotta find a way that works for you. I know there's different techniques, but this is just the way that I use them. If I go in with a fluffy brush, I feel like the colors don't stay on. They like give you color right away, but then if you blend them, they don't stay. I hope it makes sense. But that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be using that technique, and I am going to prep my eyelids with the Anastasia eye primer. You guys know this is one of my favorite primers, if not my favorite. Oh, I forgot to show you. So the oil still stays kind of oily. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up. Oh, there you go. Now you can see. So it still stays oily. It's been on for a few minutes now. So it's not bad, but I think if you were to go outside, the oil will probably be running off your skin. So I'm not a fan of that. If that's the kind of look you like, go for it, girl. Go for it. So I'm gonna just taking that primer with a brush here, and I'm just gonna put it on my lid. A very, very small amount of this primer goes a very long way, by the way, if you guys haven't heard me say that before, or if you're new to the channel. Okay, I'm kind of just blending it with my finger now. I kind of wish I would have gone the setting powder too, but I didn't get it instead of that oil thing, but it's okay. I don't use a lot of powder anyways, but I still wanted to try it. Just because I have dry skin, I don't tend to use so much powder on my face. Okay, now that those lids are primed, we're gonna go ahead and get started here with the shades. I'm kind of just going with whatever. I don't have a plan in mind as to what I'm gonna do. Maybe bring some orange in, bring some red in. I think that'll look cute. And a little bit of burgundy to match the eye. It'll look cute. It will look cute. So first off, I'm gonna go in with the orange in here. This one down here. And I'm gonna start by putting that over my crease, tapping out the axis, and then I'm gonna place it over my crease like I said. I'm gonna be using this more so like a transition shade, something to blend my other colors with. Somebody decided that it's time to cut the grass at whatever time this is right now. So if you guys can hear the machine outside, I am so sorry. There is nothing I can do about it. This is the only time I can film. I'm not redoing this again. Like I said, pressing that in. I'm gonna go in one more time and just pressing that in, and then I am gonna go in with a fluffy brush, and then the edge of it I'm going to blend out. This is the brush that didn't have any product in it, by the way. I'm just kind of blending the edges out so it doesn't look so harsh on the eye, like there's a line. More so like a blend a little bit. Alright, it looks a little bit more blended. I'm gonna grab another brush, more compacted brush like that. I'm gonna go in with the red shade and it looks like that. I'm gonna take that shade and pack it 2/3 of the lid. We'll leave like this part blank. I am meeting it up with that orange shade that we used up here, and kind of like I said, just stamping it on. I'm gonna go back in with that orange shade and blend out that red a little bit, go over it a little bit so there's a little bit more of that orange still showing through. Kind of just wiggling it. I'm not really blending per se, more or so wiggling it on the outer edge of that red. Gonna go back again with the red, still just stamping it on, and still just 2/3 of the lid, leaving the inner corner like that. I'm gonna grab a smaller brush like this, and I'm gonna grab the shade down here, this one, and just kind of press that on the outer edge of the eye here, just to deepen it out just a little bit. Kind of going in a V shape. I am gonna go in with the red one more time, so just kind of going over it a little bit with the red so that you can still see the red, because I just put that on the outer V to darken it out like that. And then I'm gonna grab that same shade, that dark one, and start putting it on the lower lash line. I'm gonna go with another pencil brush, and I'm gonna grab the orange shade that we used at first, which is this one down here, this one, and I'm gonna blend a little bit of that dark red under the lower lash line a little bit, so kind of it mimics a little bit of the top part without having to put the red. And now for the inner part of it, I am gonna go with this shade down here, this one right here. It's like an orangey gold kind of corally shade. It's really pretty, and I'm gonna use that, and I'm just gonna put it with my finger on the inner corner, and I'm kind of just dragging it into that red a little bit, and on the inner part like I said. And I'm gonna go back with the red a little bit just on the outer part of it, so they are looking blended. There's the eye. Just need to put mascara on. I'm gonna go off camera real quick, do the other eye, and we'll come back and just talk about everything. Alright guys, so I am back with the other eye done, and I did put some mascara. I just used the e.l.f. Length and Volume mascara in black. It looks like this. It's a black tube, but it just says e.l.f. on it, and it says Length and Volume mascara. I didn't put anything on the waterline, just the shadow, that dark one, the pigment, this one right here. I just used that one, and yeah, that is the finished look. I hope that you guys enjoyed this look. Let's talk about the items. The bronzer looks really nice. It didn't look patchy, which I really liked. The highlighter is amazing. You guys saw that you can do something with just the highlighter itself, and it looks very nice and natural. Well, kind of natural. And then you could wet it like I did and make it more beaming if that's something that you like. The brow pencil, like I said, I've used it before. I do like it. The only thing is the tail, just because how thick the pencil is. You could maybe struggle with that a little bit, but not really. You can always use like the tip of it to make it work, and that's how I do mine. Body oil that I already took out, like I showed you guys, it was still wet, so you still have that oily feeling on your body. If you like that, awesome. If you don't, then this product's not for you. I probably won't be using it, but it's still pretty cool that that came in the box. I did like the lippy. It is very pretty. Like I said, it could be drying, so I did put something underneath of it, and right now it's not dry completely. It is transfer, but like I said, I did put a lip balm underneath, so that is why it's still transfer. Like I said, these can be a little bit drying, so if you don't like that feeling, definitely put something underneath of it so it doesn't look like your lips are cracking. But I do really like this color. I haven't had this color before. I do have other colors, more like nude colors in my collection. And last but not least, the palette. As you guys saw, the technique that I use for these works for me. Stamp on and then blend a little bit, stamp and blend. That's pretty much what I do with these. I use my finger with these shimmers. Even though you don't really need to, you could use a brush to pick these up. They are pretty nice still with a brush. I didn't show you guys that, but yeah, they are really nice with a brush. You can also wet them if you want them to be more bam in your face. You can definitely do that. I did put a little bit of the white shadow, this one, on the inner part here just to open up the eye a little bit, because sometimes colors can tend to make your eyes look darker than what they are, or like closer than what they are, just because of those dark shades or those darker shades are going in like the middle of your eyes here. So I did grab a little bit of that white and just put it over here, like kind of around the shimmer shade. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, this is a great palette. It works really nicely. It's so easy to use for the most part. I can't say that I've had issues with blending these. I don't blend them all the way. We'll go through that when I talk about the color theory video, but we'll go through that and I'll tell you guys what I mean with that. Definitely good Boxycharm. You guys did that. You guys did so good. Really excited for this box. I'm excited that I have these other things to try, because I haven't tried some of these other things. Like, I didn't have no clue about their powders, like how they worked. So excited to have this. What's another thing I haven't used from them? I guess not really. I've used everything that we received except for this and this. I have used the other items before. Anastasia is a good brand. I know sometimes people bash them and stuff like that just because they are a bigger brand. So they should be more inclusive, especially with their bronzer. Was it the bronzer? Their blush. I don't know. They're little things that just came out like a couple weeks ago, or maybe a month ago now, but their blushes, some people were giving them crap about it just because they are a big brand. They should be able to come up with different shades to fit different skin tones. Like I said, they are a bigger brand. They should be able to cater to everyone, not just to a certain person or skin tone. But anyways, that is a chat for another video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and it's more of a try on. Like I said, I didn't really want to do more of an unboxing type of video because there's so many already out there for you guys to watch. This is more of a, this is what I received, let's try it on the face, let's see how it all looks. So I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and if you guys like this types of videos and want me to do more something like this with Boxycharm instead of unboxing, let me know if you guys did enjoy this kind of video. I will see you guys in my next one. Toodles!